Well, hello, everyone. Hello! To all the Game Grumps fans out there that know what that means. Welcome back. We have the Beholder. And this is episode 2. And we're going to do it up. You know, I tried to think of another rhyme and my brain just farted. So, let's go with it. Skeleton bone. This guy needs a little bone in his life. Make the jokes as you see fit. I heard them all in my head. Oh, man. Alright, skeleton bone. We're going to be doing these teeth right now. Kind of giving the rest of the area time to dry and whatnot. I touched up a couple of the spots that were peeking through a little too much. So now we are definitely into the miniature painting aspect. Got my little brush. I did get some new brushes. Hey, I got the little white ones that I'd gotten before. I'm sure you guys have seen them. So far, I've been liking them. Pretty decent quality brushes. Nice little pack for the price. If anybody can hear in the background, music has definitely changed. As much as I like the Sims soundtrack, I was like, you know what? I need something a little more mystical, magical. So I went to something that I haven't listened to in a long time. It was always my favorite part of the old Critical Role Campaign 1 videos. Not to say that that's anything against them, but I remember, as you're watching it and whatnot, and they take their little break. They show a bunch of artwork and everything. So they always played some music, and I never fast forwarded it because I absolutely love this stuff. It's Pillars of Eternity Twin Elms by Justin Bell. This is the extended 1 hour version. I need to turn it down just a little bit, just in case I'll need to get any kind of hit for that. So just listen to some music. Doing it in a pitch quiet room is not conducive. I never do that when I'm painting at night. Speaking of painting at night, I have not been painting at night for quite a while. I haven't been painting during the day either, but quite a while now. I want to say it was definitely like a good solid 2 weeks. For anyone that's been following and whatnot, yes, YouTube was getting uploaded every week as usual. But on my Instagram, I threw a couple of fillers in there, but I've just been kind of taking a paint break. I got ideas. I wasn't feeling burnt out or anything like that, but I just felt like I should take a break. My birthday had happened last month. Actually, my birthday happened during one of the uploads. I might have uploaded the day before, but either way. So yeah, that was a thing. I had a pretty decent birthday. It was actually one of my more sad birthdays. Didn't really celebrate it or anything like that. But what I did do for myself with some of the birthday money that I had gotten was I went out and bought a brand new video game, one that I have seen some news for, but I completely ignored because the trailer looked so amazing. It looked intriguing as hell. I just didn't want to get any spoilers. I didn't want to see people in their negative goddamn attitudes about everything. Everything. Everybody's got some shit to say, of course, about anything out there. It's the internet. It was Starfield. And I've been playing that every night, more or less. Especially when I got sick. I was like, there's not much for me to do right now, and I'm up at night not being able to sleep because I'm sick and miserable. But yeah. I haven't felt this kind of awe and wonder in a video game in quite a long while. So it's been very special to play this right now. I had seen a couple of like snippets of people going on about it, because it's hard to avoid things on the internet. The internet being what it is, and sometimes you're reading something you don't realize until you've already read part of it, and you're like, ah, god damn it. But yeah, just people bitching. Somebody said it's like Mass Effect, but with bad writing. I was like, dude, just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's not bad writing. I will judge that for myself. There were a couple parts where I was like, come on, guys. That was not a conclusion. I had no repercussions. Or at least, like, this person that I was trying to help out, they were like, well, this is what you need to do, and to get us any less is not going to make us happy. Well, I got them less, and they didn't fucking scold me for it at all. They were just like, I can't wait for our next adventure. I was like, weren't you going to be mad at me? I mean, if not, okay. But whatever. I just, it was one part, but pretty much 8, 9, 10s across the board so far for this game. I think I'm at level 22 now. For the love of God, people, no fucking spoilers. I don't do spoilers. I hate them. Especially when it comes to the video games right now, because... So I did the Cardinal Sin, which I think I may have mentioned before, where I played... I was playing Dark Souls, and then I watched a walkthrough to get an idea of what the hell I was missing and doing. And it damn near ruined the entire experience for me because... You know, I just spoiled everything. I just spoiled whatever I was doing. The hell did I care about getting all of the items in the damn game, dude? I wasn't going to use them all. So I saw a big old white patch that I missed. Figured I'd get that. But yeah, honestly, I'm very much liking this game. It's turning out interesting. That being said, I'm totally taking notes for what the hell I'm gonna do on my second playthrough, because we all know there's gonna be a second playthrough. I mean, come on, how could there not be a second playthrough? And I kind of know what the fuck I'm gonna do. So I'm kind of taking the Mass Effect approach to it right now, where I'm playing mainly a good guy. You know, I'm doing my thing, trying to help some people, have some fun along the way. And then on my second playthrough, I am going to create my hardcore bitch. I'm gonna try to make her good looking. Who knows? Video games can be tough. I don't know. I'm gonna have something going on, and then yeah, she's just gonna be more or less diabolical. Not exactly a murder hobo. I don't like being a murder hobo. That's not fun. You know, but something. We'll get it in there. We'll figure it out. Let's get some of this Grimoire Purple now. We're gonna get this going. And it's gonna be a weird color, I know it. I don't use it much. There's a few colors at my disposal that I just don't use. Is this Alien Purple? Is this the... No, that's the original one. So I had some new paints, and they came with mixing balls in them. So every now and then I have to test them. So yeah, look at this nasty ass color. Ew. It's gross. But it should be... Ugh. Should be okay. Maybe. That's why we're only going to do a little bit right now and see how that goes. It's a weird, washed out, muddied, I want to say actually, a muddied purple. I'm not sure about it though. And I would say trust your instincts. Maybe we'll start with this and then we'll go back over it with some purple. So it's looking gross. It's watery. I don't like that color. Ugh. Looking nasty. But then again, beholders are not supposed to be pretty. I think that's something that people, not exactly for granted, but I don't know. I guess underrated. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Either way, basically, they're trying to make this monster or whatever they got. They make it beautiful, and they did a great job, and it does look beautiful. But I mean, it's a monster. It doesn't have to be beautiful. You can sacrifice just a little bit to make that thing look just so goddamn gross. And sometimes people do make these things look absolutely horrendously disgusting, which is fantastic. Ooh, mixing with that red looks gross. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I'm not sure about this color, but we're going with it. Because I don't think the purple is going to really fly all that well. While my mind just jumped to it real quick, if you notice, the light source has changed. Because the little ring light that I had around my phone, that thing did not even last the whole first episode. Very funny. It happens. Just getting in there. You can see that I'm applying things very liberally. But let's jump ship again and head back to the topic that I had at hand. So yeah, I was spending a lot of time playing Starfield and not painting. Like I said, I wanted to kind of give myself a little bit of a break there. And then I got sick. So that definitely took me out of the running a little bit when it came to painting. It's because when you're sick like that, dude, there's not much you can do or even want to do. You can call that excuses if you want. You know, I was giving myself a hell of a time because, you know, I was like, dude, you're sick, whoop-de-friggin' do. You got work to do, man. But then I didn't want to, I didn't want to do anything, man. It was so tiring. So I just kept playing my game. I was like, because that honestly didn't take much energy. Last night, when I got hit with whatever the hell was going on, it started during the day, and then it, subsided, And you know how things usually get worse at night. So you try to do your best to chill out, but yeah, it was meh. Yeah, that is a gross color, especially when it's combined with the red like that. That tongue, though. That tongue might need to be purple. Might need to be full-on alien purple. I tried looking up some reference pictures just to make sure if I was going to be doing anything particular with this. Because the first Beholder that I ever painted was purple. And I wasn't about to do that again. But I was like, what? I was about to ask, like, hey, what color are these guys? Dude, they are whatever color they want to be. Hell, whatever you see, if I'm not mistaken, is what they want you to see. It's kind of like Cthulhu in a way. You can't exactly wrap your mind around how a beholder looks. They appear however they want to appear. And whatever color that is what the color is. Yeah, this purple is kind of liquidy, so I'm trying to really spread that out. Let the base that this thing is quote unquote primed in do its job. But also I'm trying to, if you can see, I'm trying to mix it at the edges with that nasty grimoire. Which, if anything, I'm going to take some. I should water it down, but it's okay. Everything's still really wet. Yeah, we can just mix it. Make it look like it all belongs. So if we can mix those colors, then everything will really come together. I know purple and red is not the best mix. But actually, that's what I did for my Beholder. He was purple, like I was saying, and he had red highlights, red dry brushing, because I could. Yeah, we just got to slosh that around and get that in there. Ugh. Man, whoever designed this thing. I mean, props on you, dude. It's gross. Or props to you, not on you. Whatever. So we're going to take just a little bit, and get it with this eye up here. You can see that I'm not being the most careful. I'm just kind of slapping it, but I'm trying to make sure it more or less tries to blend. I don't need it to perfectly blend, but I don't need stark colors. I need it to go with each other, which it is more or less doing. Now what I need to do is dip my brush right back into that skeleton bone and clean up some of these teeth. Some of these teeth. Alright, so far I think he's turning out pretty well. And man, I am getting tired, dude. I almost canceled today on this recording session. But I was like, you know what? I got work to do. Just pump me full of Dayquil and we'll go at it. I also dumped water on myself like an idiot, so I got my water bottle, but I took the little squirt lid off because it's a sports bottle. Just so I could drink it normally and not deal with the, with the little nozzle going whenever I'm done. Because that shit gets annoying. But, ugh. Ah, so gross. That's so gross. Yeah, I'm digging it. Surprisingly, I am digging this. Even with that nasty purple look. I'm having a little trouble with this setup. It's very different, but I got cords going everywhere too. Oh, but yeah, I got a different light source today, and we're making things work. We're making it work. Now the eye, I'm not sure what color the eye is going to be. I do know that the center is going to be black though, the iris. So I'm just going to go ahead and get that little bit out. Bloop. It was already coming out. Ooh, this happened to me. Look at that. Just putting too much pressure. I found it like that. I was like, oh no. So, lesson learned, folks. When you're putting your paint lids back on, just snug enough. You don't need to force it on there. Let's get this iris painted. I like the whole horizontal slit. The first beholder I did had a vertical slit, so it still looked cool. But I'm liking this one. It looks more, nasty and beastly and gross. Little things like that, as long as it's, dehumanize it. Whew. We're struggle busting today, guys. I'm very tired. And the talking isn't helping. It's just making me more tired. But we're grabbing our pure red. And we're going to start dry brushing. Because fuck it. Fuck it. We ain't doing it live. Because this was planned. Put my red out there. I didn't grab too much. As you can see. There it is. The black was too much. The purple was too much. And so was that grimoire. But, whatever. I didn't care for them much anyway, so it's all good in the hood. But we need to dry brush it, right? Okay. Now, dry brushing can totally wackadoo some brushes. So I grabbed this brush, because if it wackadoos it, if it frays it and whatnot, it'll be okay. But we're going to load up that brush. Apparently people like to see some of the process, so... we'll just start dry brushing. And you might not notice the effects right away, but that's okay. You just gotta keep going with it. Usually what I do, instead of using a napkin like that, what I do is I take my palette and I just do this. That's why my palette looks the way it does. So there's still plenty of paint on there. But then I go to dry brush. And I'm trying to go against the grains there so that it really picks up all that. But I might just have to use that a little bit too anyway. It's starting to show, I think. Might be hard to see on your end. I don't know. Man, having this music on is very relaxing. Very relaxing. Like my sister, she once said, she was like, honestly, you kind of reminded me of Bob Ross there, and I was like, yeah, with the happy little bloodstains. Was so tempted to apologize at the beginning of this series if this beholder doesn't turn out all that well, because I feel like I'm much more suited to Warhammer and the Space Marines. But then again, I have spent most of my time painting those. All the hours that I've clocked have been, the majority of them have been the Space Marines. So naturally, you get good at what you practice. And I'm not trying to pigeonhole myself with it, but I was painting a D&D mini the other day, and I was like, why am I not liking this? One, the casting on it wasn't the best, but still, I was like, God, it's just it's looking like amateur work. And I know we're all our worst critics, but I think it's just because, one, it's a smaller surface, so I'm not able to get too much of the detail in there. That might be an excuse for some people out there. Hey, if you're a better painter than me, more props to you. There's plenty of you out there that are. But yeah, just trying to do the D&D ones is actually a little bit upsetting. So I was like, God damn, dude, I'm not this bad. But I wasn't liking any of it. Hopefully when I go back over it, because I still need to finish up a couple of things. Hopefully it'll bring the stuff out that I want it to bring out and that I need it to bring out. Maybe. This is looking pretty decent, though. I'm digging this. Get some lighter red around that eye, though. At least on the top of the eye. Bottom of the eye can stay gross. Yeah. Looking pretty gnarly. The light might be messing that up for you. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. All I can do is turn it off real quick. Whoa. And you can see what it looks like that. Harder to tell, isn't it? Either way, let me get my palette out of the way now. It's looking all right. It's looking all right. It's not my favorite yet. Maybe we'll be able to do something with it. But that glistening blood, though, I haven't forgotten about that because that mouth needs to be gross, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually mix some blood in with the purple and the grimoire. See which one I like more. That blood and grimoire looks interesting. Okay. Not bad. I will bring this around, actually, and show you guys. No sense in keeping that off camera. Alright, that's our blood and grimoire. So definitely looking like some muddy-ass blood. And here's our blood and purple. So yeah, just looking like a midnight blood. You try it. I don't like mixing paints all that much because I find that it takes too much paint away from me. Let's throw some of that grimoire in there. Yeah. Now we're just really experimenting here. Trying to make it look gross as shit. We'll see. Interesting. Interesting. I think those colors are kind of working out for us. All right. So let me clean this brush real quick because that's the same brush we're going to use to dry brush with the yellow. But that being said, I think that's going to wrap it up for us today. We're at 30 minutes and 31 seconds, at least on here. It's not counting the intro and the outro. But either way, we're making some decent progress here, guys. Look at that nasty-ass mouth. God, so gross. Oh, it's so gross. The red highlights are coming out pretty nice. I'm hoping the yellow doesn't disturb things too much. But either way, you see all these boils. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time, alright? Take it easy. Void Father is going to be guiding your brush. Hopefully Nurgle doesn't bless you like he has blessed me. Please stay safe. Please stay healthy. Whew. See you on the next one.